Guys, I'm an endorsement, but I love the idea of fishing. So what do? I play Fishing Clash. Some of the best and most realistic graphics you've ever seen in mobile gaming, and I love playing it. It's free to download on iOS and Android, and you'll get to explore amazing fishing spots from all over the world without having to leave your house. You can fish from the shore or a boat. There's no need for preparations. Your favorite hobby is now available in your pocket. If you like to compete, upgrade your rods and lures, challenge other anglers to catch the biggest fish. You can even upgrade your skills for more advanced fishing. There are weekly competitions and events to develop your fishing skills, and you create your own plan to play with your friends. If you're a new player, use my gift code Chael Sonnen to get a special reward. Code Chael Sonnen will get you a 3-star rod, 1 mythical lure dolphin fish, 50 luck power-ups, and 30 weight power-ups to help you catch bigger fish. All this for a total value of $20. To redeem your gift code, just follow those 3 simple steps. Download Fishing Clash right now. Just click on the link below. Jorge Masvidal weighed in on Chimaev Diaz. Masvidal took Diaz. Didn't only take Diaz, took Diaz by stoppage. Not only took Diaz by stoppage because that's his former opponent, he was paying some homage to him. Said that he's not sold on Chimaev. Said something along the lines of, I got to see it to believe it kind of guy. I haven't seen anything special from him yet. Now, that's interesting to me. That's very interesting. Jorge Masvidal, who is the BMF, Chimaev, who has everything that you would need to qualify to go into the category of BMF content. I mean, that's just interesting. Those two want to cross paths. I'm all for it. But I don't know that's what this is. The interview did not feel as though Masvidal was calling out Chimaev. It felt as though he was a fan who was making an observation. He's got extreme familiarity with one of the guys, which is Nate. He's got an outsider's familiarity with Chimaev, and he was making his pick. But is there more to it? But what do you guys think? Is there more to it? Again, I love this backup routine. I am trying not to come to you guys to talk to you every day about how much I like the backup. And if this guy wants to do it, then let's get him to be the backup. I get the redundancy. I do. Masvidal want to be the backup? But it's one of those things. Does Masvidal want to be the backup? That card is very interesting. You guys watch Jesse on Fire? Jesse on Fire put out a clip, and he was talking about the UFC's frustration with Nate. That the entire Nate versus Chimaev is due to a frustration that the UFC has that Nate is saying thank you and goodbye. If you look at the card, and I have literally looked at it, I've screenshotted it, I sent it to my partner Ryan, we then discussed it. I have the foggiest idea of anybody that's on the card. I'm not trying to be a jerk. And I know how condescending, I don't even know their names. I get it. I had people say it about me. It has nothing to do with their skill set. I'm sharing for you in a star-driven business and pay-per-view, which is a star-driven model. I do not know a single human that's on the card that I looked at, studied, screenshot, and discussed. That's even a memory issue. Just a memory of, oh yeah, there's this guy named Melendez on. I have the foggiest idea. Why is that? Pay-per-view with no number 1 contender bout and no championship match. No personal grudge. I'm just sharing for you, to Jesse's point, when's the last time we've ever seen that? A non-title fight pay-per-view that doesn't even have a supporting cast. When is the last time that we've seen that? Now, Jesse had a hypothesis. He said that furthers his initial premise that this is all being done out of anger. That Nathan Diaz, who gets participation on the back end through pay-per-view points, now has the card sabotaged. Now, nobody over at the UFC is looking to sail one in. But if you do look at the evidence, you can't look at Jesse's point and say, well, there's nothing here. That evidence alone, right, there's something interesting going on. And I go through that entire diatribe, not to put down the card. I go through that diatribe to tell you and to reinforce how important it is that that main event stays intact. if that main event is removed, the co-main cannot slide up to the main and everybody else moves forward one spot. And the third fight down becomes the co-main, not on pay-per-view. I mean, no, just no. That can't happen. And, there's these killers that we've got in this sport. Absolute killer. You go see the guy you've never seen him before. It turns out he's from Dagestan. Khabib's in his corner. He's under 170 pounds. And, oh, by the way, he's 17-0. Those guys just keep popping up. Even though you're not familiar with them, you see their resume. Oh, okay, there's something special about to happen here. That's also not what's on this card. It's a very interesting one. Everything I just said wasn't to put anything down, but I will back Jesse on the point. If they lose their main event, you lose the entire event. Make no mistake, which would come back to what I was going to say about Jorge Masvidal, to put him in that position. George appears to be wanting to fight. He's not getting one. Masvidal is a massive star, and he's not getting matched up. Colby is not even being discussed for matches. The last time we've heard Colby Covington's name said for a match was the day before Chimaev fought Gilbert Burns, when Dana popped onto Pat McAfee and said the winner of that draws into Covington for the Long Island card, of which is a month behind us. So I have to be left with the idea that Colby and George are being held out until whatever it is they have going on, until that gets done. But I don't have any proof of that. Matter of fact, Dana was asked about it. He said, no, that's not the case. Whatever they got going won't stop them from competing. But neither guy has been booked. I think it's a great spot. Masvidal isn't going to love that he's being put in a backup position. He's not going to love that he's the sitting reigning BMF, one of the top pay-per-view draws in the company, and he's being put in a backup. I get that. But it's a pretty good spot, and everything is comparatively, right? Was that sandwich good? Well, compared to the sandwich I had yesterday, yes, it was, right? Everything in life is comparative. Is that guy a good wrestler? Well, compared to the other guys, yes, he won the tournament, right? Compared to George sitting around doing nothing with having no hope, no motivation, no drive, no finish line, those things are really important. To fight as long as Jorge Masvidal, you need some of those things, no matter what your level of discipline is, no matter how bad you want it. You need some of those built-in mechanisms. Here's when camp starts. Here's when the competition is. Here's where your weight needs to be. I think it's a better spot. He didn't open right, a pine for it. But it's Jorge Masvidal. If he gets offered that, he's not backing down. That would mean he's backing down from Chimaev, who he just called out, or he's backing down from Diaz, who he's already contested with. It's one of those things. I think it's interesting. I think it's important. I don't know if I've ever seen a card in history since we've been doing the backup fighter, which is only for about a 5-year experiment, but I don't know that I've seen a card since we started that experiment that is more paramount that the main event stay intact than this one. And Jorge Masvidal waiting in the wings might be the perfect answer. Download Fishing Flash using my link in the description or by scanning the QR code. Don't forget to use gift code Chael Sonnen to get $20 worth of gifts.